Good morning. Welcome to Wake Up and Jenny and Friends. I am Jenny.
And ladies and gentlemen, I am DJ Darren. How are you?
I am good. Darren, how are you?
Oh, I am wonderful. This is what our second episode of our monthly meetings that we're doing here.
It is. I'm very excited. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
Well, I mean, besides normal communication back and forth, yeah, it's been a while. Maybe a TikTok here and there. See my ugly mug passing by your screen while you're still swiping.
I
You
feel
know,
like it's been a few weeks. It's been a few weeks. Did you miss me?
of course.
Oh, I thought you were hell no.
No, no, no,
Couldn't
no,
wait
no,
to get
no.
rid of you.
No, you know what? There's certain people that I definitely look forward talking to, and you are definitely one of them. It's just because I know a lot of things where you can be yourself, you can enjoy the banter,
Yeah, yeah.
and someone that gives it back. And that's the one thing I noticed. I was listening to our episode actually on the way to my job this morning, listening to it like
Hilarious.
second or third time, and just going back, and I'm like, I know what's coming up, I know what we're saying, and holy crap, I'm laughing to myself, going, wow, that was like either perfect timing or we just said something that was just completely, off the wall, off the cuff, and it fit perfectly. So that's what I'm really enjoying about it.
Yeah, it's fun, right? It's fun to do this stuff, and it's
Of
fun when you do it with your
course.
buddies.
Yes, big time.
That's what she said. Um,
I was waiting for that. I need to be up on the game a little bit more because you just happen to pop these little things out here and there that I'm not prepared for. And it's like,
that's what she said.
yeah, exactly. And it's come again. I'm sorry. Um, so yeah, I'll get that. You'll say something, and I kind of sit there. I'm like, I don't know what to say. You have me speechless sometimes. Just like the last episode, you were throwing stuff left and right, and I'm going, yeah, I got nothing. I've got nothing.
Got nothing, nothing. Speaking of games, I have. We should do this one show. I do you have any of those card games? Because I have a few of those like inappropriate card games, like the Would You Rather. Would you?
Yes,
Do you have it?
my daughter has all that stuff.
Yes.
You know
Hold the
how?
phone, your daughter, because it's not appropriate for me, and I'm
Oh
a
no,
grown
it's
ass
not.
woman.
Oh my god. So we would go to the store. My daughter's getting into a lot of these games. They're not what was the original? All the black cards. We used to play it all the time.
Yeah, would you? I think it was Would You
Uh,
Rather,
yeah. Or
something like
they
that.
had it. It was almost like another version of Apples to Apples or something.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
Yeah. So all these other games started coming out, and we're starting to go through them and read them, and I'm like, you're not supposed to hear this. You're not supposed to know what this means, or you know, when she looked, Daddy, what did bukkake mean?
Oh dear
I'm not
heavens.
next card. I'm not explaining that one to you next. You know, but no, she's got a bunch of those games, and I can definitely go upstairs and pull out cards for those. Holy
We
crap!
should we should do that one episode. That would be funny. I have a very squeaky chair. I don't know if you can hear the squeak. Like, can you hear it?
Yeah, no,
No. Oh, okay, good.
look,
Oh, okay.
the only squeaking I hear is my bones.
Oh, no joke. Doesn't isn't that we so okay, so when your bones crack, now this is usually a thing that like people say when they, get younger. But I was a dancer for 15 years. So like I was used to all that. Like you
Right.
get up in the morning and you like everything cracks head to
Mm-hmm.
toe. But as I've gotten younger, it all I refuse to say it. Refuse. Refuse. It all
Okay.
cracks, but there's pain. So there's like a discomfort associated with
Oh,
it now.
that's normal. I've gotten to the point where it's like I can't bend over without coming back up and going, "Oh, that hurt." I don't know what it is. Stretch. I do all that wonderful stuff. I
Yeah.
was so active when I was younger, but the jobs that I had,
Mhm.
I beat myself up left and right. I used to deliver water for a living, so carrying those big old
Mm.
5-gallon jugs,
Yep.
um, were horrible on my knees, my
Mhm.
arms, my elbows, and everything. Is just, you know, normally it
What
works.
size jugs you carrying now?
I'm gonna say small, large A's, small B's. That's what happens when you get older. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm going to be 43 in November. You
Holy
know,
shit. 43.
Yeah, 43.
You don't look a day over 35. You don't.
I wouldn't go that far.
No, seriously, you look like you're in your 30s. Serious, no joke.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would not say 43. No,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
definitely.
I just look at myself and I just look old. I don't know. I don't
Mm.
know if it's the gray in my hair is coming out more. I have I have the I have a great head of hair. Let's put it that way.
Really?
And I'm just letting it grow. But I've
Yeah.
got the Cruella de Vil going. I've got hold on.
Here comes the visual.
So
I don't
besides here's the
Where's
hair.
the
But
gray?
hold
There's
on. It's on this side.
okay, maybe one stripe I see, one little stripe. But the rest of it's
Yeah, but it's
dark.
normally it's there, but then I'm starting to get it on the sides and it's a mess. It's
It's a mess.
it's a mess.
I'm liking the Jurassic Park shirt. Last time you wore a Jaws shirt.
Jaws, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
This week it's Jurassic Park.
you know what? It got to the point. I got into a big binge during COVID because nobody was going out, but
Yep.
obviously all of our wonderful stores of Target, Walmart, and everything were open, and
Hmm.
everything was on sale
Of course it
because
was.
nobody was buying it. So when I could turn around and and I never bought these shirts because when you look at them on the rack and they're $14-15 a piece, you
Hmm.
turn around and go, I'm not buying, I'm not spending, yeah, I'm not spending that type
Right.
of money
Yeah,
on
right.
anything. Yeah.
Pay no attention to the menagerie behind me.
I posted something like that on Facebook today. It was a picture of a guy standing at a store holding a shirt going, I am not paying $30 for this shirt. The
Yeah.
second one was a room just like this, and it goes, also me. So
Yeah.
so I'm the one telling you, oh, I'm gonna wear that thing once. I'm never gonna, wear it again. I'm not spending $30 on it. $100 for something else. Oh look, what did I do? I put it up on my wall and I look at it.
That's like it's like the less noticeable difference though, because it's like when you go out and you have a plan to spend $100 and then you only spend 75, you're in your brain, you think, oh, I saved $25. But you didn't save any money. You
No.
just didn't spend the 100. And that's like, so that happens to me too. Like I'll find stuff that's on sale. Like there'll be something that I need to buy that's like $20, right?
Uh-huh.
But then I'll find a bunch of stuff that I also need that's on sale and it's like $5, $8, whatever. And then I'll find the thing that I really needed to buy originally and it's, on sale for $15. But because I've just spent like $5 and $8, I go, $15.
Right?
Like
Yeah, I have a whole cart filled with a whole bunch of little stuff, and this thing costs that much? No way. But those stores are horrible anyway. You walk in for one freaking thing, one thing,
Mhm.
and you walk out with a shopping cart full of crap.
Yep.
Some stuff that you don't need, some stuff you walk by and go, I might use that. Or you know what? Yeah, let me get that. And then you turn around and it sits and you spend a whole lot of money and you didn't need it.
What have you bought that you were like, I need that, and you bought it and you've never used it? Because I'm sure I have two or three of those
Oh
things around
God.
here.
What was do you remember this is going back.
Mhm.
Before like I think when the iPod started coming out,
Okay.
there was one called an iPod mini or nano.
Yeah, 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 the
It
Nano.
didn't have a screen or anything else
Mhm.
on it. It just had the play button, you
Mhm.
know, uh it was size of an Apple Watch.
Yep.
Either forward, back, stop, and play and shut it off. And that's what it was. So I bought one and I'm like, oh, this is great. I'm going to put all my music on there, everything else. I can tell you, I still have it upstairs in my drawer. It's still sealed. I spent, I think, maybe 100 something bucks on it. Never used it because the actually a couple months after that was like when the iPhone started coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get an iPhone until like version 4 came out. So like I had an iPhone 4, when everybody still started getting their iPhone like 8.
Oh,
I
wow.
I didn't get, an iPhone until late in the game. I went with a company called Nextel that we
Mhm.
had in the US where on the phone it was a chirp feature where you hit, it was a walkie-talkie.
Okay,
And
cool.
they were huge on the construction scenes.
Mhm.
because it was easy to call somebody, from wherever, alert them, just chirp instead of calling. So we used to do a lot of that stuff with my fire department, where if somebody was listening to our scanner and we knew
Mhm.
that we had a call, the guy would turn around and just alert everybody, and he can talk to multiple people at one time and just say, hey, we got a call, get to the firehouse. And then
Nice.
we started going from there. But yeah, I was way late in the game with electronics and everything else. I,
I I had a bunch of I remember having a bunch of MP3 players. Like I always found myself buying MP3 players
okay.
in my like late 20s because I would run with them. I used to run. You wouldn't know by
I
looking
think
at
we
this
I think we all used to run.
magnificence right here, but I used to run. And I used to constantly buy these MP3 players because they would say, "Oh, lasts for 16 hours,
Yep.
and I'd put like 5 songs on it, and it would be full. The storage would be full, and then it would last for 20 minutes. I'd go for an hour run, it would last for 20 minutes. I'm like, what
Right.
the fuck? Like, so I'm like, well, maybe I bought the wrong one. So I'm sure I have like 7 MP3 players around here somewhere.
But would they have a Zoom? There was a Zune or Zoom that it was like ZUNE was one of the big MP3 players.
Mm.
Did you have in Canada? Did you have like a LimeWire, FrostWire,
Oh my
all
gosh,
those
that's
different?
so old. Yeah,
Yeah,
LimeWire.
that's right.
LimeWire. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The best place to get a virus on your computer, but goddamn, could you download songs, one after the other, and you're going, okay, is this a good file? Hope so, hope so. Okay, good. And then you turn around, next one has a virus, and you've got porn for days all over your computer, trying to get that all deleted. Going, hold on, let me save that one. No,
Wasn't
but
me. I was
Ma,
downloading some stuff on my computer and my pants are slipping down and then
oh my god, I saw that video. But mom, I was getting up from my chair and my pants slipped down. Why were you watching those videos? I wasn't a virus. I was getting rid of a like, dude,
I
kid,
had a virus.
it's like, kid, you know what? At that point in time, just admit it. Going, yeah, mom, that I was taking care of business, and you walked in at the wrong time. You know, I
Isn't
mean,
that so funny how you think when you're a kid, you think that your lie sounds so good that you can actually get out of this? And you're
oh
like,
my god,
as a parent, like, well, as an older person now, you hear young people lying and you're like, fuck, did I sound like this? Because this is
yeah,
so not believable.
you can call people out on their bullshit right away.
It's insane. It's crazy. It's crazy. But how was your weekend? And what are you drinking, by the way?
I'm about to sneeze, so I'm trying not to do
Oh
that.
yeah, you did sound a little stuffy, I have to
Yeah,
say.
I
You got a little bit of the vid, or what's going on?
no. No. In all honesty, it's the same time every year.
Yeah.
Me and
Oh,
Charlie we were just talking about this. It's the same time every year. I get a little scratchy throat.
mm.
That and I feel it coming on, and then I know the next day I'm just going to be congested. It goes on for like maybe 3 days, and then it's all cleared up and it's gone.
You know what works
It
really well
happens
for a
one
sore
time.
throat?
What's that?
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Yeah.
No, I'm not drinking whiskey. I'm more of I'm not drinking my
What is that?
in a large orange drink. I'm not
Your
drinking.
large orange drink. I can't believe I found that.
Still weird. I thought it would be a bigger song. It just they were talking through it.
Yeah, it was kind of
Is
like,
that what it
well,
was?
so it was
It
a
sounds
little
like
bit
a
of a
commercial.
yeah, it was a skit, and I thought,
I'm
sorry.
sorry. What?
My throat just attacked itself. It was a skit, and I don't know why I thought it was a song, but like I guess because it was on a mixtape that
Right.
I had or where I heard it from.
I was waiting for it to go on with that old what was it, that contest from McDonald's that they had a long time ago, where it was whatever meal you got a small vinyl record that you had to play, and it played an old I'll send it to you. It was
Okay,
something like a Big Mac McDLT, a quarter pounder with some
with
cheese filet
cheese
of fish,
special,
a
yeah, yeah,
hamburger,
yeah.
cheeseburger, a Happy Meal McNugget, and all that other stuff. And that's
On
why I was
Sesame Street.
waiting for something to turn around and goes large orange drink. You know, Not gonna happen. No, I am drinking an Alaskan Amber. Um,
Oh.
I'm a big amber drinker. I like amber beers.
Oh, it's a
Uh,
beer. Okay, I wasn't sure if it
yes,
was a beer or
yeah, it's
soda or what. Do you say soda or do you say pop?
soda,
Soda. Okay, so
soda,
we say pop here. We say pop.
soda pop. Who says pop?
Wh-
Yeah,
Hello, geese lovers say pop. Thank you very much.
a. Yeah, we don't say a either.
A.
A. Um, speaking of strange ways of talking,
Mm,
my buddy Paul in England,
mm,
he was doing a live on TikTok this morning, and I'm going through, and he's been doing a lot of videos lately of stuff that they do that they have in England that they don't have here, or the stuff that they have here and not there. You
mm-hmm.
know, people are questioning. He's going, "You're telling me you don't have a door to your kitchen? Like his kitchen is a completely separate room, you know, from his house, and he's got to go through a door to go to his kitchen." I'm like, "Oh my, everything's open, you know." And then to
Mm-hmm.
his living room, it's a separate room. You
Yep,
know, they
separate.
don't
Yeah,
no
it's not open concept like it is
no
here.
no basements, no
The toilet is separate from the shower.
yes. And he was the washer is in the kitchen.
Is in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right underneath the sink. And he goes, "Oh, the dryer is upstairs." And it's one of the old school racks where you just lay everything over. I'm like, it's like I got to do a video because he was talking. You know, somebody goes, "Well, do you have basements there?" And I'm like, they're on top of each other over there. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's so congested over like in England with
Well, he's in the city though, right? Is he not in the city? Like
he's in
he's in
Surrey.
London? Oh, he's in
No,
Surrey.
he's
Okay.
in he's in Surrey. But still, it's a very congested area, and everybody's on top of each other. So it's like everybody's like, "Oh, a basement." And he sees that I pop in, he turns around and goes, "You need to do a duet video and you know show me all the stuff in your house and especially your basement and everything else." And people are going, "Ooh, what do you got in your basement?" I'm like, "Okay, I guess I got to do this video and everything else." And like, all right, we'll get it done. But yeah, it's just amazing what the way they do things in other countries and the way they do it here, compared to,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that your stuff is any different in, I mean, Canada,
Well,
the way.
Canada and the US is pretty similar. Pretty
Okay.
similar. With, I mean, all things considered, you know, country to country, Canada and the US are pretty similar. But there's some geese in your house,
Sorry.
apparently.
Sorry about that.
That was a nose blowing for anybody who's
Yeah,
just listening and not
yeah, I had to make
watching.
sure I hit mute on my mic on that one. That one was pretty loud. But
Um,
yeah.
yeah, all things considered, we have pretty similar stuff. The only things that we don't really have here are like, um, some of the big box stores that you guys have there that
Okay.
we think are like when Target came here, like I was like, oh my gosh, exciting Target. And that didn't last very long, but I enjoyed the Target while it lasted.
Right.
I would
Are
love.
they still there, or the
No,
whole?
they're kaput. They're totally gone.
Really?
They pulled out fast. Like they pulled out fast. Yeah. Um, but I would love like a
I
Trader.
guess that's why they didn't have any more stores after that. They pulled out way too fast.
Yeah. I would love a Trader Joe's here. Ba-dum-bum.
I have a Trader Joe's right around the corner from my house. That's actually across the street from. So I have a I don't know if you had. What's your normal like lumber store, like your big box like lumber store
Home
out there?
Depot.
Okay, you got
Home
Home
Depot.
Depot.
Yeah.
So right next to me at our promenade, the next town over, we have our Home Depot, we have our Target, we have our Old Navy, and then Trader Joe's next to it.
Mm.
Then Costco, PetSmart, Michaels,
Mhm.
and
Oh, you guys have a Hobby Lobby, right? We
we
don't
have
have
Hobby
Hobby
Lobbies.
Lobbies. We
Yes,
don't have Hobby Lobbies here.
Hobby Lobbies are if you're into knickknacks for your walls and everything else. You can go broke in there of how expensive Hobby Lobby is, and
Really?
I think they're not open on Sundays. They're another.
Oh.
They're like Chick-fil-A.
Like I was just gonna say, Chick-fil-A is not
Yeah.
open on well, because they're a Christian-based business,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're not open
And
on Sundays.
nope. No. So when you go to some of the places, like, oh, here I'm ready to shop. No, I'm not. Sorry, it's Sunday. I mean, I could stand outside and pray if I want to, but it's not going to buy me what I need. Jesus Christ.
Talk about praying. We have we're gonna try something today, and it's It's 5 things you can say in the bedroom and at a funeral.
Sometimes you just don't think about stuff that you say at a funeral that can be misconstrued as something else. And I know I've said a few of these things before, and
Yep.
just realizing, going, wow, now that you brought up this whole thing, I think we definitely have things that you shouldn't say at either one, actually.
It's so funny what can what can be taken out of context, eh? Like you can pretty much make anything a dirty joke,
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much.
everything. Yeah, nowadays it just takes either one little word, or just one little group of, or just the way you're saying it.
And
You
so
know.
much so that when you say something innocently and not even like thinking about it,
Uh-huh.
and then you realize 2 seconds after, you're like, oh, someone's gonna think that was dirty. Like you can't even speak now, like
Oh,
normally, innocently, because someone's
right.
like, someone in the back is gonna be like, oh,
Well,
you
that's a
know?
lot of times too. I think it's all also in your head, because you're sitting there going, "Did that come out right?" Are they going to turn around and think that, oh crap, I got a dirty mind? It's like, I do, but I don't want you to know about it.
Yeah, like I'll message someone, I'll say, oh, I received your package, and I'm like, nope,
No,
that's nope. I'm
no,
gonna let
no.
me just delete that and I'll rephrase. I'll rephrase.
Right, right. But if you'd like to, you could drop it on. Yeah, yeah, those can definitely
Uh,
go off. So what do you
five
got?
5 things you can say in the bedroom and at a funeral. Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, here we go.
First one I got is, I'm glad you came. That's pretty good.
It's always
And
always
you
that.
always hear that, you hear that, you walk in the funeral home, oh, I'm glad you came. Yeah. All right.
Nice. Um, it all happened so sudden.
Aw,
Oh,
that's sad.
I know.
Oh,
It doesn't always last that long, does it?
uh,
Mm.
do you need a tissue?
The tissue. She finally got on top, and then this happens.
Okay. Wow. Hmm. I came as soon as I could. Like, what the
We're literally like 12 years old. The
right?
two of us are just
We're giggling. This is fun.
we're like only funny to us, and we're 12 years old.
And you know what? That's fine. I'm enjoying it. Oh man.
uh, he looks smaller just laying there.
Give him a chance. Takes a while to come back up now. I bet your dad is watching us with a smile on his face.
Oh, awkward moment.
Yeah, I thought about that when I was writing that one down. I'm going, does anybody actually say it? Or are we looking at it from a different, angle, like, daddy and dad, or I don't know.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm very much into the baby girl daddy thing, but that's awkward. Hi, my name's Jenny and I have daddy issues. Welcome, Jenny. Welcome.
Yeah,
Again,
see, I
speechless.
told you I've got nothing for that. Oh my god.
It's all right.
Oh,
I'm also a therapist, so I'm working on this with myself.
right.
I meet
So I
with
say,
myself every
are
month.
you when you say, are you okay? You can turn around and say, yeah, I'm fine.
Yep.
And you go back in your own little corner, and you're looking in the mirror going, you are not okay. You
You are not okay. You need to deal with this.
It's okay. You can open up about it, and you start talking to yourself going, well, this isn't working.
I can only do so much yoga.
God.
Okay. One stroke too many. –
I heard that one before. That was a good one. What do I have for my fifth? I gotta find. I bet this was hard for you. I'm cheating.
My last one, so stiff, so
So
cold.
stiff. God. So so stiff and cold. Wow. Well, sometimes it's just not there. Got to do what you got to do to warm it up.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Yeah. On that note, holy crap.
Mhm.
What else was
Is that your
it?
5? Did you do 5?
Yes,
Oh, you did 5. Okay.
that was
All
my
right.
five.
All right. Well, in keeping in line with your Jurassic Park t-shirt, 90s movies. These are so we do a lot of so both you and I are both big movie buffs,
Yes.
and we always do a lot of like 80s nostalgia. But it was the question was asked on the Q&A on my Instagram when I posted ask a question.
Right.
Someone said, "Could you do a show about 90s movies?" And I said, "Yes." And I thought, perfect. Who would know about 90s movies other than DJ Darren?
Me.
Hmm. And so we talk a lot about 80s, but we're going to attack the 90s right now. And we're going to talk about 90s movies that were underrated.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah.
Sounds good. I've got.
First on my list, I don't know if you've seen this one. It's a coming of age movie, really, really good. Winona Ryder, one of Ethan Hawke's first flicks.
I know.
Yes, I
I
can see it
know.
in your face. You know it.
Yes, I've seen this movie.
Reality Bites.
Yes. Yep. Yep. Definitely. That was definitely a good movie.
Janine Garofalo was in it. Who else was the other guy? that's never, you never want to be known as the other guy, but I don't remember his name. But I have watched that movie probably 50 times when I was younger.
Oh, really?
It was such a good movie, and I just loved like the friendship turned romance of Winona
Right.
Ryder and Ethan Hawke at the end. And I loved the ending of the movie where so they have a falling out, they break up because she's in love with him and he doesn't reciprocate, and then they part ways, and he realizes, oh shit, she's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Right. You like
Which
those
is like real
sappy
life.
movies, huh? Are you into those sappy love movies?
It wasn't really a sappy movie, but this was like, it was a coming of age movie. It was really, really funny. It's a comedy, but the ending was really good because they both kind of realize that they want to be with each other. And the last scene is her walking out of her house to go to talk to him. And she walks out of her front door, she walks down the stairs, and he's outside, standing there outside her house.
Okay.
And then they have this moment, and he's like, I had to come back and tell you that I love you, because this was the crux of the issue before. She was like, all, I'm in love with you, and he's like, I gotta go.
Okay.
So he came back to tell her that he loved her. And then he does this speech and whatever, and it's this whole sappy speech. And then at the end he goes, where are you going? And she goes, I was going to look for you. Oh,
Right in the feels. Right there. Right in the feels.
I mean, I know it doesn't.
Yeah, that shit happened in real life. You're all like, huh? What? When? Who? Listen, honey, that shit don't happen here, okay?
In your New Jersey accent.
Hey, over here, that stuff don't happen over here. Yeah. Jesus.
Forget about it.
Yeah, forget about it. All right. This one came out actually in 91. Sean Astin, Will Wheaton, who's the other guy?
Sean Astin. I always forget about him.
Keith Coogan? Yeah, it was called Toy Soldiers. It was the bunch of guys that were on their in college, and this
Yes.
Colombian terrorist ended up taking over the entire. It was basically a grown-up version of Home Alone
Oh my gosh,
because
that is so I don't yes.
they ended up running around the whole complex, fighting like these terrorists in a Home Alone fashion.
Mhm.
So it's like they would do something like the whole paint can scene where they'd be doing stuff like that, beating up these guys to try to make it to like the head terrorist to take him down while the police are trying to get in and they're trying to communicate with them. It was a whole big thing. And it's like it was to me, it was a really good movie. It had, the action in it and it had the comedy.
Mhm.
So it was just one of those movies, and I'm a Sean Astin fan, obviously from Goonies and Rudy, and a lot of those other movies.
I
I
did not
loved it.
enjoy either of those movies.
All right, so you didn't like Goonies and you don't like Rudy.
Wasn't a fan of either of them, no.
Blasphemy.
I know, I know. But
We
Toby
we are
Soul
no longer friends. I mean, come on.
friend card
I've
revoked.
got this stuff tattooed on my body. That's how.
Dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've
With
got your
that so
name.
now
I've got your name tattooed on my. Never mind. Um,
do you have my name tattooed right on your asshole so like you shit on me every day? Is that what you're trying to
I didn't think about it that way.
Can you imagine?
I mean, maybe on a cheek, and I, play you a tune every morning when I wake up.
Can you imagine
Jesus
tattooing
Christ!
someone's name right on your asshole?
No,
Like it's gotta be an X. Like you tattoo your ex's name right on, and like every morning you just shit all over them.
I've watched a video with some. I mean, it took like 3 people to do this. Um, One person on each cheek pulling back, and this tattoo artist was going to town, and I think he was doing a gigantic spider web. And I'm looking at it going, oh my god! And she's screaming, going, "Yeah, this is the most amazing thing in the world!" And I'm like, "What are you doing?" Like, of all places to get tattoos, and I've seen tattoos in the weirdest places. I had an ex way back in the day who ended up, I guess, went through a teen, not a teen, like a 20 life crisis, and she
Yeah.
ended up going to the tattoo artist and getting a whole bunch of blue flowers around her, her nipple and everything else. And it's
Her
like,
nipular area.
I'm like, why did you do that? She goes, why not? I said, because it's gonna look like a big mess of blue shit when you get older. I said, there's certain places that you shouldn't get tattoos, and that's one of them because now it's gonna look like they're constantly looking for water.
Oh my god.
They're not searching for the sun anymore. They're looking for water.
Even with you. Oh my god. Oh god.
That was fantastic. That one was a
Oh
good one.
man, that is insane. I had a friend who got a monkey like a backwards, so it was looking over its shoulder. Got it tattooed
Oh, the
over
belly button.
his belly button, so the navel was his butt.
I've seen those.
The first time he took his shirt off at the beach, I was like, "What is that on your?" Okay, all right.
If you ever get a chance, go on YouTube. MTV used to have, it was almost like a revenge show where
Oh,
people would go on, didn't matter, brother, sister, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it was. They
mhm.
would go on and they would give each other tattoos. And it was supposed to teach somebody a lesson, or you know
Oh, yeah. There's a
something
lesson
that,
there, all right.
oh my, no, you should see something. Like I said, just Google MTV and tattoos, and oh my god, they are some of the most vile tattoos that things have been put on people.
I
And they're
bet.
like I understand you're going on a show and okay, you get your little 15 minutes of fame, but
Uh-huh.
some of the tattoos that they put on these people, you can't get off. Like there's no way to cover them up. You know, I've seen good tattoo artists, but when something is like this big, block letters across your back in solid red, with words that, that just like reads "cum dumpster" with an
Oh
arrow
my God.
with an arrow pointing down, and you're not getting rid of that. And then they sit there and they're like, well, now how am I supposed to, take my shirt off or wear a bikini at the beach? And they're like, well, I guess you ain't doing that now.
I think I need to make an executive decision and switch this from a morning show to a very, very late
Late
show.
show. Hey, you.
Do you remember Hart and Huntington when that was on MTV? Hart and Huntington?
No.
Carrie Hart and his partner had a
tattoo
shop.
Yes, it's that Pink's husband, right?
Yeah, Pink's husband, Carrie Hart, and the other guy who, of course, was the very tall, good-looking, massive wreck of a human being.
Sure.
But what
that's
was
the way I looked at guys back in the day. Oh God, look at that man meat. Yeah, no.
But Hart and Honey, that was a good show. I'm doing a face. It was funny we were joking about like bad tattoos because I'm going to do this face painting thing this weekend.
Yeah, I saw that. People are asking for your autograph already, huh?
I'm very, very sure they had the wrong person. I'm like,
Jenny from
wrong
this
Instagram.
Block. Jenny from this block. No, wrong block.
No, it's the other block. Yeah. But we were joking.
But don't be fooled by the rocks that she's got. She's just not Jenny from that block.
Yeah, they're just random rocks. They're river rocks, is what they. So we were talking about different designs for the face painting, and Derek goes, well, how about something with like a wow factor? I'm like, sure. I'm like, just wow written on my face. Can you imagine?
Wow.
Just like the word wow.
Surprise. That's Jesus. So are you going to be helping doing the painting, or are you just kind of hanging out?
No. It is a business that he has. It's like, check out the Instagram. It's Niagara Face Painting.
Okay.
He's like really, really cool, like airbrush designs and stuff. But
I don't know if you follow him or see him. Greg Grunge?
Greg Grunt? No,
he's huge on TikTok.
Is he?
And and he was just in he was just on the he was taking videos on the Maid of the Mist.
What?
The Maid of the Mist.
He was taking
what the hell that is?
He was taking videos?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry.
Yeah. What'd you think I said?
I don't know. I took a sip of something. And
I was drinking. I wasn't paying attention to you. I closed my ears. I didn't give a shit what you just said.
I took a sip of my water, my water and cranberry juice.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, exactly. And I heard nothing. Maid of the Mist. That's in Niagara Falls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Been on that a few times. You know what? Just speaking of that real quick, I was there when I was younger. I was there when a guy went over in a canoe.
Did he make it?
No, I don't think so.
No.
It was one of those things where I didn't see it happen, but I was in Niagara at the time, and it was like I think we were down. My dad used to be a tour bus driver, so we used to go to Niagara all the time. I mean, I remember old because I can picture things like the one tower, which used to be called the Minolta Tower.
The Minolta Tower, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still the Minolta or it's a different name, but
it's not. It's not now. I don't think. I think it's I forget what it is, but yeah.
Well, from going there for so long, my dad used to know the people who had the gift shop, at the bottom.
Yeah.
And there was always this massive like turtle, like a Galapagos Island turtle, at the bottom of it. And I used to go in, it was one of those things to pick out whatever you want, and I used to run wild in those places, and it was great. But yeah, that's the type of stuff that I remember. I'll actually send you pictures from stuff from my photo album.
Oh, great! Are you also carrying a geese in those photos?
No, you know what?
A geese. Are you carrying a geese? Are you carrying?
I didn't start that till later on in life. Okay, I got an itch for it, and I can't stop. All right, so I'm just waiting for the next goose to hop in my lap. All right.
Goose lives matter.
Goose lives matter.
Goose lives
God
matter.
damn.
Before I forget to ask you, because you were talking about Toy Soldier the movie,
Yes.
is that because the song popped into my head? That was that song Toy Soldier in that movie?
Yes.
Who
And
sang that?
um, it was Prince's
Uh,
protege. She was
no, no,
also
no,
on
no.
Kids. Yes.
Martika? Martika.
Yeah, Martika. Yeah.
Martika.
She
Yeah, yeah,
she
yeah.
was on the old Nickelodeon Kids Incorporated.
Oh my gosh, Kids Incorporated. That's so old.
Yes. And what also what wasn't You Can't Do That on Television, a
You,
Canadian show?
oh, I loved that show. With the green slime was my favorite part.
Yeah. I don't know. Boom,
Yeah,
you get hit with slime.
yeah,
But
yeah.
also that was the first time, I knew who Alanis Morissette was before,
Yes.
Jagged Little Pill.
Yeah.
Hey Alanis. Yes, Kyle. You know, they
There's that
come out
dragon
of the
that I love.
lockers. Yes, Kyle. Guess it's like holy crap. Those good shows, man. I had no clue that they were actually Canadian shows.
It, was that a Canadian show? This is blowing my
Yes.
mind. Really?
Yes, it was filmed.
I did
It
not
was
know
filmed.
that fact.
It was filmed in Canada.
I
Yes.
thought that was an American show because
New.
you can tell. So this is the thing about Canadian television. Canadian television is always crap. You can tell just by the quality of the film
Right. Right.
what's Canadian and what's American.
Mm-hmm.
Because you watch something and it's like, this looks low budget. This looks like it's got to be Canadian. It's a
Low
different kind
budget.
of like film. I don't know what the.
Right. Right.
Anyways, the next movie that I have on my list, such a good movie, Christina Applegate. Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Fantastic movie.
Right?
Fantastic movie. That movie is a great movie.
Yeah.
Just the crap that they get in, and was it
I loved how she was able to like there's a
wait,
kid straight out of high school and she just happenstance comes across this lady who's in the fashion industry who just accepts her at her word
yeah.
that she's covering for such and such a person, and she ends up climbing the corporate ladder into like
Yeah.
one of the major fashion designers of this company. Like,
And the pool part, well, the fashion show that they had on the pool, at the end, the dishes are done, man.
yeah.
He takes a gun. I told you to clean off the dishes. He's out there shooting them with the shotgun. And the dishes are done, man.
Yeah. Who was that guy? Who was that?
He was also in Toy Soldiers. Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? I have
I
a
forget.
picture.
I want to say his name was like Ronnie or something.
No, right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. That's him. That's him. That's him. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was the. Why am I
The whole
thinking
premise of the movie was like the mom.
I think that was either. Yeah, I think that was Keith Coogan.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did I think his name was Ron? I don't know.
Ron. Guys you don't know are named Ron.
I
Hell names their kid Ron. Hey, Ron.
Everyone's Steve. Everyone's yeah. But
Ron
the premise of that
Burgundy.
movie was that the mom had gone away on vacation, and so she hired this like really old lady to be the babysitter to watch the kids. And it started out like she was like the sweetest thing since sliced bread, and then as soon as the mom left, she
Turned into a
became this
raging
evil
bitch.
tyrant, and she's like, get upstairs, do your homework, clean the house, and it was a shell shock. And then the very next morning they go to like say hi to her or whatever, and they realize she's keeled over dead in her chair.
Yeah.
And so they don't bother telling the mom. They just like run the household until she gets back.
Well, when she comes back and she sees her son, cut your hair. Yeah, Mom. And just all that stuff. It's like, wow, the house is clean. They all got good grades, and it's stuff that probably never happens in real life. I don't know. Does it?
Well, this is why they're movies, right? This is why they're movies. Yeah.
Crap. So I've got one on my list. It for me, it's underrated. Do you remember the movie about Selena?
I do.
Jennifer Lopez.
This was her first breakout film.
Yes.
Yeah.
I I actually have it on VHS somewhere.
Oh, you do?
I actually have it. And I saw the shirt yesterday that had the cover of the album on it. I'm like, I gotta get that. I don't know what it is about the movie. It's not Jennifer Lopez. I mean, she's cool and all. I just like the story,
Just like the
and
story.
I
Yeah,
like
and
the
then and
story.
probably because it was a real life story too, right?
Yes, and then just the whole story from like being a kid going through that whole process. You know, she finally like getting to the American side of things where she became so like her album
Mhm.
took off
Yeah.
after she died.
Can
um
you imagine what how I
how big
wonder
she
what
would
it
have
would,
been.
yeah. Can you
Yeah,
imagine how her life would be now if just because she, like you said, it really took off. Like,
I still, because her music still is huge today.
mhm,
Like so a lot of like Spanish music and stuff like that, there's certain stuff that I can't stand. Mexican music is one of those where I can't stand it. To me it's like polka music.
okay.
That's just the way that their music is played and everything
Yeah.
else.
It's just not your preferred style of music.
Yes, not my
Yeah.
but with my business partner, he's Nicaraguan. So
Mhm.
DJing, different parties and everything else, we started getting a lot of, Spanish parties.
Mhm.
So going to them, and I don't know, I can throw a couple expletives out in Spanish. That's about it. But
I didn't know that was your Instagram, by the way, just as an aside. When you messaged me from that,
oh yeah,
I almost
that was
blocked you. I almost blocked you. I was like, "Who is this jackass messaging me? I don't even know who this is."
yeah. Who's Flashover Entertainment? You
who's
know,
who's Flash? Who's Flash?
yeah. I realized I did it when I'm like sending a message. I'm like, why is it sent? Oh crap! I sent it from the wrong account.
I'm bad for
Wonderful.
that. I'm bad for that. If I see someone watch my stories or like my posts or
Right.
whatever, and then they follow me, or like I'll go to follow them and then they don't accept my request and don't let me follow back. I'm like, well, that doesn't seem fair.
Right.
Like, you can see all my stuff and I can't see your stuff. That doesn't seem fair. So then I'm bad for that, and I've made the mistake of doing that to like people I knew through association, and I was like, oops, sorry, have to unblock that person.
Right.
Sorry, didn't know.
Didn't know. I'm sorry about that. But
No,
yeah,
it's just funny.
but something. Yeah, it's something. It's just weird. Anytime the movie is on,
Yeah,
like I watch it.
yeah,
So, and it's not like, oh, it's my favorite movie. For some reason, I just get sucked into every time it's on.
yeah.
And I just kind of got a liking to her music. Again,
Hmm.
I don't understand what the hell they're saying, but doing more parties and learning more styles of music,
Yeah,
it's kind of taking a big liking to it. So,
yeah. And
it,
and Jennifer Lopez did do a really good job.
oh my God, she
Like, there
looks
was like
exactly like her in the movie. She got so
spot
much
on.
crap because she's Puerto Rican
Yeah.
and wasn't. Yeah, I'm guessing she was Mexican
Uh,
or
I sorry, I would be speaking out of context. I don't know. I don't know. She's
I,
well,
th-
I
I,
always
th-
I always say she's Latino, isn't she? Like, is that the proper?
yeah, but I think
I don't know.
Latino is more of a
I don't know. But
general.
she did a great. That was like her first breakout movie. She was married to Ahani Noah at the time. That was like her first. That was her first marriage.
Yeah, and then
He was a chef.
Chris, yeah,
Oh, the backup dancer after that,
the guitarist.
the guitarist
Yeah, that who she married.
in real life.
Yeah,
Ohani Noah. He's a restaurateur. He owns a restaurant.
no, Chris Perez.
Chris Perez. Chris Perez. She married Chris. Who's Chris Perez?
Chris Perez is her husband that she was married to when she died.
Oh, Selena.
Yes. What are you
Oh, I'm
thinking of?
talking about J
Oh,
Lo.
you're talking Jennifer Lopez. Oh crap, we're talking about two
No,
different
no,
things.
because J Lo. So because Jennifer Lopez also married a Chris, who was her backup dancer, like some years later, right?
Right, right.
She's had a couple of marriages. Just a couple of marriages, a couple of lost engagements. I mean, who wouldn't
Let me
want to marry
see.
Jennifer Lopez? Really
She was the queen
gorgeous.
of Tejano music, so I'm not sure exactly.
Tahano music.
Yeah.
Hmm.
She's
Really.
referred to as the queen of Tejano music.
Hmm.
I'm guessing that's
Really.
I don't know.
Well,
Whatever.
I don't know if you remember this movie, but It's so funny and I think so underrated. It deserves a lot more attention. What about Bob?
Keep
What
talking.
what what about Bob? I love 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 this movie. Bill Murray oh, you do not. What about Bob bobbleheads? Oh, with the life jacket. Yes.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Anything Bill Murray related, I love
Yeah.
him.
Such a good movie.
He's
Such a good
fantastic.
movie. Epic. Epic. Epic.
But
Um
yeah, in the beginning, I wasn't too much of a fan of that movie. It was one of those where it's like, okay, this is one of his annoying roles,
mm.
but it definitely grew on me afterwards.
It's so funny. It's so funny because he's like the annoying patient that won't ever like go away
Right.
and ends up following his therapist to like his vacation home and whatever and just totally ruins things through by association, which really isn't he's not trying to do it on purpose, but because the therapist is so like such a control freak, right? That he allows these things to happen and it ends up ruining his whole and it's so funny because by the end of the show the therapist is in the mental hospital
Yes.
and Bob is like,
So
I'll take care of the family, don't
you have a
worry.
few of them, right?
You what?
You have a few of them, right? Ones that follow you around. Eh? Jenny, we need to talk.
I don't
No,
I
now.
did not answer that question.
I can't talk right now. We're talking now. Hello?
Baby
Shit, you're at
steps.
my door.
Baby steps to the bus. Baby steps on the bus.
Yes.
Baby steps on I'm on the bus. Baby steps to the seat. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I my last one I had it was a in between two movies.
Yep.
One was Empire Records.
I don't think I ever saw that one.
No, bunch of
No.
kids were in
Was
a
Liv Tyler in that?
yes, Liv Tyler was in it.
Yeah.
And they basically, a whole bunch of kids running a record store.
Hmm.
One goes to AC instead of taking all the money, that night and putting it in the bank.
Yeah.
Goes to AC, puts it on black and loses it. All comes back and they're trying to figure out how to get the boss's money back. And
Oh no.
he's keeping them around. And they have this big old, thing. It was like, holy crap,
Hmm.
the boss is yelling at him, don't leave the funny thing was don't leave the couch. I forget the guy's name. But throughout part of the movie, he starts taking like the pillows and starts walking around with them. He goes, I'm still on the couch. It was
Semantics.
but the other one of the other movies that I
I'm
was
always up for semantics.
Pump Up the Volume.
Pump up the. I never saw that either.
No,
Who was in that? Silverstein?
no,
Silverstone?
no.
Pump up the volume.
Uh,
Pump up the volume.
well, I'm retarded right now.
Pump up the volume. Alicia Silverstone? No.
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 Christian Slater. Hello.
Christian Slater. Oh,
Yeah.
what was that movie that he was in where he had the 8-part? Marissa Tomei, Christian Slater, Marissa Tomei.
Oh God.
Tom's Diner was the song, the hit song from that movie.
I don't remember.
Oh gosh.
No, but this one, he was a teenager. He got a hold of like the basically pirate radio, and
Okay.
he became known as Harry Hardon. So people would kind of talk like people would be. He helped a lot of people. People would be able to open freely because they were talking on the radio, not talking to somebody physically.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but I didn't think a lot of people would be listening because it's pirate radio.
Yep.
And I guess it got to the point where he was getting caught because he was pirating radio, but everybody came to his aid because he helped out so many people with their relationships with, I think it dabbled in sexuality and different things like that. And it was a pretty cool movie, for
Actually
its
sounds
time.
not bad. I think it's probably on Netflix. I should probably go check
You
it
can
out.
probably catch it on Netflix. It's
Yeah.
basically in Arizona, an introverted and insightful teenager, Mark Hunter, finds an outlet for his viewpoints throughout his shortwave radio broadcasting as Hard Harry, Hunter uses his pirate radio show to rant against the injustices and hypocrisies taking place in the area and society. He conceals his off-air identity in school.
It sounds similar to Netflix's new show, Sex Education. I don't know if you've seen that, but that's a great show.
You know
The
what?
second season is not as good as the first. The first season was a humdinger, but
There's a lot of stuff I haven't like. My kids flip through Netflix, left and right, but I've never. Stranger Things
never seen it.
and Cobra Kai.
No,
That's probably like the only. My
No,
God,
I know.
You're sheltered, or you just don't like a
How
lot
do
of
we
TV.
even know each other?
And why are you playing with an apple?
Well, because we're
one of these.
we're gonna do an Apple challenge. So you, I'm sure, have seen, as many of the listeners here have seen, this Apple challenge on TikTok where people are like breaking apples open with their bare hands, and I'm like, I call cap. I don't know what you call it, but I thought we would try it, give it a whirl, and see what happens.
Are you strong enough?
Well, I do not have a lot of upper body strength.
Try to take a stupid sticker off. It's annoying.
I know. I just pulled the sticker off too. I don't know why I did that. It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't at all. But it's like, I gotta get this thing off.
And I don't know. Got it. I don't know what. I don't know if it matters the type of apple. I got 4 different apples. I got this.
Yeah, when you were questioning, like, I got 4 different
one.
apples. I'm like, I don't know. I
got a red delicious. I got a gala apple. I got a Granny Smith green apple, and then I got this whatever this Spartan. An apple. Yep, an apple.
I got an apple.
So I think you're supposed to put your palms on the base of it and then hold your fingers on the top indented part and then just pull apart. Is that
okay? If that's how it's supposed to work, we can.
That's how I've seen it. But I don't know if you have any other suggestions. But I mean,
I'm gonna say,
okay, let's.
You can't turn.
No, you can't. It won't turn. No.
I mean, unless you jam your fingers into like the sides of it. I think
you can't twist the top off like a bottle of spice and act like an animal. You can.
No, but it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
No, so but I do think your best bet is right at the top.
Okay, so let's try this. Let's see.
All right.
And then I'm gonna venture to guess that you're gonna be able to do it, and I'm not. But let's see how it goes. Okay, ready? Hold the apple up so we can see. Oh gosh.
I'm gonna wait for you.
I can't. This is hard. That's what she said.
Another one.
Yeah, I don't
try
have. It. Yeah, go. You try it. Oh.
Wait. Get it?
Oh.
I hear cracking.
Oh my gosh! Let me impress myself today.
Wait, either it's cracking or you're just making apple juice.
I'm cracking. It's cracking.
Oh, I see it on top. Come on.
Oh.
Awesome.
It's possible.
All right.
Wow.
Let's give this a try. God, this is a pretty huge
it's not as easy as it looks, but yeah. Yes, I hear the cracks. Yep. Yep. Oh. You did it.
I think a piece went flying. I did it. Woohoo!
Wow. That, if it wasn't for TikTok, there would be billions of people walking this earth, never realizing that they could crack an apple open with their bare hands. Apple in half.
Wow. Next, we got to try that with a watermelon.
Oh gosh, I don't think I could do a watermelon.
I think that'll be messy.
That is so cool. I never. So now, can we break the half in half? Can we break the half of the? Oh my gosh! Oh.
Yep.
Why is this so fascinating?
Right? It's like, am I strong or am I just? They were meant to break like that.
It's so weird. You know what else is weird is the pineapple thing where you can like roll it around and then like pull on one of the spiky things in
I've
the
tried that.
pineapple.
That didn't work for me.
That didn't work for you? Okay,
I
'cause
I
I wanted
bought
to
one
try
and I
that.
tried it, but to me, just pulling this, you don't really get that much. You
Oh,
know,
but it worked for you. It came out?
a couple pieces did come out, but
Okay.
when you're looking at it, it's like it's literally like a tiny bit at the end, and you're
That's what she said.
you know um yeah, just a tiny, just a tip.
Just the tip.
You only get a little bit, at the top. Um,
Yeah.
again.
It's a gift to make people uncomfortable. Is I'm telling you, it's a gift.
Well, all right then.
Always the last one chosen for sports.
To make this real awkward, I can stand up, drop my drawers, and make the whole thing completely awkward. No.
Awkward moments. Do you remember SNL when they used to have that skit? Lowered expectations.
Yeah, back in the day when SNL used to be good.
When Phil
Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman.
Oh gosh, he was
I
so
love
funny.
him.
He was so funny. I have three
Especially
questions.
when he was on like what you call it, like The Simpsons. I'm Troy McClure. You
Yeah.
you might know me from, whatever movie and stuff like that. He was fantastic when he did stuff like that.
When it was like so when it was Phil Hartman, um Norm Macdonald,
Yeah, he just
David
passed.
Spade, Adam Sandler, and Chris Farley,
Chris.
like that group of like, and a little dash of Chris Rock here and
Yeah.
there at the like that was the good. It was funny at that like Adam Sandler's when he would do those songs, those improv songs,
With his
hilarious.
Thanksgiving,
Yes.
turkey
Oh gosh.
lunch lady land.
Yeah, that was
Turkey
so
for
funny.
me, turkey
Mhm.
for you.
Yep, classic. Um,
Yes,
three questions. I have three questions for you.
sure.
I'm gonna rapid fire these questions one after the next. Here we
Mhm.
go. Number one, if you could push the reset button on your life, what's the first thing you would do?
Finish high school.
Nice. I love it. Would you rather French kiss your grandmother or give Charlie a hand job in front of the entire fire hall staff? Take a moment.
Wow.
Take a moment.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna have to dig up one of them. Well, I'm gonna have to dig up both of them, but I would say I would have to kiss my grandmother. Yeah,
you'd go for the kissing of the grandma. Okay,
yeah,
fair
yeah.
enough. Fair enough. And are you going to take supplemental questions on this when people chime in on Instagram? I just want to know.
Sure. What the hell?
Okay.
I'm good at getting involved in everything. I can take a jab here and there. That's
If
what
you
he
could
said.
have if you could have an all expense paid dream vacation, where would you go?
Where would I go?
Mhm.
Um, Probably to
Mhm.
like a West Coast, some sort of like West Coast trip, just
Okay.
because of where some of my favorite movies are filmed. Especially like going to see like the Back to the Future locations, Goonies.
Mhm.
I've been to all the Ghostbusters in New York and everything.
So
So
do
it's
you
like
know
a
Canadian Bacon on TikTok?
no.
Craig? Okay. So follow him on TikTok, Canadian Bacon 99. I just did a
Okay.
show with him and he's in BC and he was telling me that Rambo was filmed in BC.
Oh, really?
Rambo. So that might be like a cool, like, I don't know if you're a Rambo fan, but that would probably be a cool look. Apparently there's a lot of Rambo stuff,
Well, there's a
touristy
lot of
stuff.
stuff that's filmed in Canada that
Hmm.
you wouldn't know. Like Christmas Story.
Hmm.
You wouldn't realize that a good portion of that movie, besides being filmed on a set, was filmed in Canada. Like the school itself that they
What?
went to, the school is in Canada. Um, the
How do I not know this?
Yeah, I mean, so and the thing is with that movie, anything that was filmed when they're inside the house and you can see outside
Hmm.
was filmed in the house in Ohio.
Okay.
The one that me and Charlie did our video from when we went out there.
Okay, okay, okay.
So anything, that was again filmed in the living room scene where you can see out the window, the bedroom, stuff like that, where you can see anything outside was filmed in the house. A lot of the other scenes where Ralphie's coming down the stairs, the kitchen, basement, all that other stuff was all, on a soundstage. But when they go to the Chinese food place,
Mhm.
the bowling,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Chinese, that was actually an old Canadian bowling alley. And
Really?
yeah, and what
God.
happened was the W actually burnt out, and they saw that, and they found it funny, and that's how it was changed to bowling Chinese. It was actually bowling, Chinese,
Oh my god.
so it just
That's
had the
awesome.
W burnt out, so that's why they called it bowling, instead of
Wow.
bowling. But yeah, no, all that stuff was filmed in Canada, the school and all that.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, there's
Cool.
a lot of places like that that are filmed there that you wouldn't even know.
Wow,
There's
that's
a
cool.
lot of guys on YouTube that do movie locations, and they're
Mhm.
phenomenal. And then you turn around, it's like, oh wait, this movie's great. It was filmed here, and then you turn around and go, no, it wasn't. That was filmed in somewhere. Like you're saying, oh, it was in Vancouver, or it was here, or it was there. Or, half of the Avengers movie was, I think, filmed in Cincinnati.
The movie
Or
Hurricane
no, I'm sorry,
was filmed here.
Indianapolis. Like
Oh.
Indianapolis was filmed. It was filmed there, but it was made to look like New York.
Oh, yeah, that happens a lot. That happens a
Yes.
lot.
And
Yeah.
what movie did you just say?
Oh, Hurricane. It was an old movie. It was about Hurricane Carter. You know, the boxer Hurricane Carter's accused of a crime, spent
No.
like almost his whole life, I think his whole life in prison. Eventually got out. Eventually was acquitted and got
No, I
out. But
didn't hear that.
Hurricane Carter, yeah. Who played him? Denzel Washington played him in the movie. But that was filmed in Toronto.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. See, that's the amazing part where they make these towns look like
Yep.
something completely different. It's like, no, that was filmed here. No, that was filmed in another country. Oh, okay, cool.
All right.
Um,
I am ready for your
God, I mean, mine
trois
are
questions.
mine are friggin' tame. Jesus Christ.
I know. I know. You know what? Mine are usually tame. I went on a limb today because I thought, I don't know. It's a whatever day it is.
Uh, foreplay or straight to the point?
Hmm. Um, I'm gonna go for the majority of the time. I'm gonna go straight to the point. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Foreplay
No.
is great every once in a while when you have some time and you like, but yeah. I mean, just get her in.
Wham bam, thank you, man. All right.
No, well, not necessarily a wham bam, thank you, ma'am, but like, I mean,
Or what you got a
like
wham bam.
when you have a partner, you're like, hey, listen, we live together, we know what's gonna happen. Let's just,
Let's just get it out of the way.
let's make it happen.
We can make it at least a once a week thing. This time, same bat channel. Um, what's
Is it just a one-time thing?
no, no. I don't see. I don't think. Do you
Because
think
that's
you
not
would
how
be
it doesn't work like that in my mind. Like when I
now?
think
See,
about it,
do
I'm
you
like,
think you
let's
would
get
be
it,
able to?
let's
Do you think you would be able to live with another guy? That say you were attracted to, and you know, not not saying people can do that. You can be friends and everything else, and
Mhm.
but if you're attracted to that guy,
Yeah.
do you do you think that's something where you can like, I'm not sure, or
Well,
this is
if
kind
I'm
of
living
bound to
with a
happen,
man, yeah, if I'm
right?
living with a man, he's going to be my partner. So that's number one. And if you have a partner, then um I, I don't know. I'm kind of like a 25/8 kind of all the like I'm like I mean all the time is good for me. So I don't know. All right, TMI, TMI. Sorry.
I'm moving to Canada. Um, what
Life is
what
short. Don't waste it.
what is the grossest sounding word that of? Like what word that you use, or like when you hear somebody say, you just kind of,
Mm, pus. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Or
yeah.
you're akin to that would be mucus. Oh, bleh,
Oh,
bleh, bleh.
see, I
Oh
thought
my
because
God, no. Hold the phone. Change my mind. This is the chart topper right here. Oh, bleh. Discharge.
my God, bleh,
Bleh,
bleh.
bleh.
I mean, I would have figured like moist.
No,
Anybody I talk
moist
to,
is,
and it's like
you want to talk tame. Moist is tame.
moist is tame, but everybody's like that word is just, that shouldn't be in the English language. Moist.
Discharge. Oh.
That just it just sat it. You can just picture how gross that is.
It's not good. It's-
Oh God.
yeah.
Ugh.
You're right. You need some
Jesus
hot sauce?
Christ.
Take a bite of your apple. Take a bite of the apple.
Ugh. Wow. Um,
Hmm.
what is your favorite body part
Of myself or of someone else?
of yourself?
Of myself?
Yes.
Uh, I like my lips and my eyes. Yeah, I have to say.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go
Okay.
with that.
That's
Yeah, my right pinky finger was a close third,
close
but my
third.
right, my lips and my eyes.
Oh, the things that we've been through, you
Woo,
know.
Bubba, you and me, boo. Okay, I'm excited because our next thing and our final thing is, and this might be, we're trying to decide on something to do like as a regular thing for our once a month like
Right.
shows, and this might be the regular segment for our show, and it's re-sloganing current slogans of current companies. Yes.
Sounds good. Sounds good. They're
So
gonna be interesting.
the first one on my list is UPS. And UPS's slogan is moving at the speed of business. I think, quite frankly, it should be UPS. It's probably broken, but I'm sure it was something nice, though.
You got a point there. Holy crap. The stuff they and that kind of comes down to my I have it over there, my box of Ghostbusters cereal that somebody that my dad had sent me.
Oh, nice.
And it took so long to try to find it. They sent, a box of cereal, they sent it in a envelope.
Oh, hmm.
So
That
instead of
seems
a
like the wrong
box,
packaging.
yeah, so they sent, so it came like all crushed and everything
Oh,
else. And
no.
we ended up, calling them back. Oh, we're so sorry. We'll make sure it gets it, into a box this time. They send it back, and it was worse than the first one. They send
No.
it in an envelope, and then they're like,
Oh.
well, we can't make sure it ends up in a box. And it's like, can we pay the couple extra bucks to make sure? My dad's trying to explain to him, it's going in a museum style setting.
Yeah.
It needs to be pristine. And
Collectible.
yeah, they said that they sent another one. They never did. My dad got a refund, and it was like, holy crap. So I'm right there with UPS with you. Holy crap.
UPS is the worst. Oh my gosh, UPS is the worst. Should I do back to back or you want to jump in?
So mine, as from what I saw, actually don't have like real hashtag to them. So
Okay.
I've got the hot pot, because the
Hot
normal commercial is
pockets.
hot pocket,
Hot
you know,
pockets.
but it's one of those ones where it should end up, every bite is a different temperature. You stick the thing in the microwave and it comes out. This side's ice cold, and the other side you're going
So
as the
true.
cheese is boiling down your face, and the other side, oh, it's nice and cold. Like, what the hell?
You never know which side you're going to get,
It's a
the
bit,
cold side or the
yeah.
skin graft side.
No, you don't. I
Um,
just burned off half my face. Maybe I should have switched it.
why is that? Because so I don't have a microwave. I don't recommend anybody have a microwave. If you have a microwave, throw it in the ocean. But why is that with the microwave?
Really? Are you afraid of radiation?
Well, it's so bad for you. Okay, so here's a fun fact. Did you know that when you microwave something,
Yeah.
it changes the
Molecular.
molecular makeup of that food product, so it's no longer considered a food product when it comes out of the microwave.
Really?
Yeah, it
I didn't
changes
know
the
that.
structure of the molecules so vastly that it's no longer considered a food product when it comes out.
And that's why your food is a lot healthier in Canada than it is in the United States.
Well, I know a lot of people still use microwaves and they're like, "Oh, it's okay." And I'm like, "Really?
I
Then
mean,
why do
it's a
you avoid standing in
staple.
front of it when it's on? Because it seems like you're kind of scared."
Oh no, yeah, I sit there, my face is
No,
plastered up and
Darren, don't do
my
that.
face is plastered up and I'm watching it cook as it's going around going,
So bad.
brain cancer,
Mm.
Now I'm getting the radiation now, so it's killing off whatever
Is
cancer I do have. So it's fine. I will survive. I think I will. I don't
Oh
know.
my God.
I'm there.
Talking about bad stuff for you. McDonald's. So McDonald's is, I'm loving it.
Yes.
I think it should be McDonald's. Talk shit about our nuggets one more time.
I love their nuggets though. You talking about when they had those videos of the pink slime that supposedly they made the nuggets from and
Well,
everything?
everyone's always saying it's the nuggets are like, it's mishmash of chicken parts or misshapen or
It's
misfat or
not
mis.
though. I've watched the video on how they make it from the factory. You know how they make their French
The
fries too?
video that China wants you to see, Darren, not the real video.
Or whatever. You know how they make their French fries? They actually shoot potatoes into a big metal screen. It's not like something comes
Really?
down and crushes them. They literally shoot out of like a potato cannon into a big metal screen. That's how they get the exact cuts for their French fries.
What? This is
Yeah,
insane. I need to see the
that
video on that.
Google it. Google it. It shows you exactly. You know,
They have
but
a potato launcher.
yeah, in the place, it's literally like, and it's just shooting out potatoes left and right. And it goes through it's a slicer like
Wowza.
that. It's amazing. But with the nuggets, what you were talking about before, yes, it's all the chicken parts go in there. They're all ground up, and
Mm-hmm.
then obviously they add in all your salt and your preservatives and all the other crap, and it
Geeks and
turns
assholes. Yep.
lips and assholes just about. And then then it's turned into this. I'm not going to say it paste, but it's whatever it is, but it's
Oh,
squeezed.
let's just call it what it is. It's a chicken paste.
But it's chicken. It's good. It's
A poor
McDonald's.
wee little chicken that had a chance at life and is now
You vegans are all the same. Save the little animal while I'm playing the tune to Peppa Pig while I'm stuffing, bacon in my mouth. Hey, Mummy Pig. You were good.
What's your second one?
So another, I didn't see a slogan for it, but the Slinky.
Oh, the Slinky. Oh
Slink.
my
Well,
God.
actually, yeah.
Slinky,
You know,
Slinky. Yeah.
it rolls down your stairs and
Yeah.
skips every other one and then just rolls into this big mess and then you're Slinky screwed. So it's in other words, Slinky, it's ruined in a minute. Because I've seen my daughter sit there and play with one. She's like, dun, 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 and all of a sudden she drops it and it's all completely intertwined and you're sitting there going, throw it away. Throw it away. We'll have to get you a new one because you're not untwining a Slinky
You
after it's
clearly can't
done.
be trusted with the Slinky.
No. So we ended up buying the large ones. So these things, you think, all right, you fold it over, it hits the stairs, skips the next four, and then it just it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and then it just hits the ground. Like, oh,
Well,
that
they're all
was so
plastic
much.
now, aren't they? Because when I was a kid, they
You
were
can still buy the
metal.
metal ones.
You can
Yeah,
still buy the metal ones?
yes,
Okay.
you can definitely still buy the metal ones. I don't recommend it. It makes your hands
Interesting.
stink.
Yeah, doesn't it? It's like the carabiner on your keys. What your hands always
Oh my
smell
God,
after you touch your keys.
that's all I
So,
carry my keys on is carabiners.
yeah, me too. That's what I have because I have to take the dogs out. But anyways,
You
but
have dogs? I didn't know that.
holy fuckballs, where have you been? Like literally.
I didn't know you had dogs. Seriously, I had no clue you had dogs.
This is blowing my mind right now. Really?
Yeah, what type of
Yeah.
dogs do you have?
Yeah, I have two dogs. I'm legit positive we had this very conversation. Are you sure you don't have the vid? Because we
I might. I don't know.
can you taste anything? The things can you smell still? Can you
No.
I have two dogs. I have a Shih Tzu Chihuahua cross and I have a Pomeranian Chihuahua cross.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, two tiny little ones.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, little shit. Okay.
Little
Okay.
shits. Two little
Little
shits.
shits.
Yeah.
Little shits.
Rumor has it, sir, you have a tip of the day. Oh, busted. Google's tips of the day.
No, 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 no. What was it? Oh no. All right. What I was taking it from was actually wasn't my tip. It was from another good movie.
Well, I hope it's your tip.
Yeah, I was never mind. Taking it from the legendary Jimmy Dugan, which was avoid the clap. Avoid the clap. Avoid the clap. Jimmy Dugan. When he signs the baseball. I love that.
Do you remember that? What was that movie with Sean Penn? He played the mentally handicapped guy, and he was fighting for custody
Oh,
of his
that was
daughter.
that was not too long ago, right?
It was
Or was it?
probably like 10, 12 years ago. Michelle Pfeiffer was the lawyer. Sam.
Yes.
There's my favorite part of that movie is when they go shopping. So him and his other mentally handicapped friends go shopping for shoes for his daughter for school. And then they show them in the store looking for all different kinds of shoes. They're like, how about this one? How about this one? And one guy goes, Sam, these shoes light up. That's my favorite line in the movie.
I actually have a pair of shoes that light up, so don't make fun of those.
It's my favorite line in the movie.
I like those.
This is fun.
So I found real quick now that I got a little bit of a cold. Don't want to go in the store. Don't want to give anybody else a cold. Yeah. So I'm gonna make sure that I carry my.
You got your
my mask with me, so I'll sit here and wear this.
Yeah. Interessante. I love it. Have you worn that into a store?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. I did it for the hell that I wore. Nice. I wore it today into a store, and people are looking at me going,
"I love it."
What?
I love it.
Gotta wear a mask. You didn't say what type. It's a half a skeleton. It's almost Halloween.
I love it. Well, this is the second of our regular series show. It's been fun. I had fun. Had a blast.
It's been fun. Always fun.
I hope you're feeling better soon.
I will. Get a couple more days.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I'll be good.
People, shout out your Instagram.
My Instagram? I don't even know what Instagram is.
Well, you have like 6 of them now because you've messaged me from all of them and I blocked you on 5. So.
Right? No, I have the one I use the most is DJ Darren 4822. If you want to check me out there, DJ Darren 4822. Yeah, I mean that's
sweet.
I mean I use it, but I don't. I go back and forth.
I hear you. Beyond the Podcast is your podcast is your.
That is my YouTube channel. Yes, Beyond the Podcast. We're slacking on that one. Again, it's just getting difficult trying to do the podcast and the YouTube channel, and
I hear you.
You're uploading it right to YouTube and taking your audio and putting it. So you're kind of doing it, a better way. But
I just use Anchor.
Anchor Podcast, nice, little commercial there for Anchor Podcast. All you go to anchor.fm and get started today.
Yeah. That's what I use. I use Zoom. I use Anchor. I use YouTube. And that's it. I'm a no frills kind of gal. But Want to make
That
sure
works.
to remind everybody to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Um, Darren, thanks so much for joining me again. Appreciate it.
Well, I thank you for having me again. It's always a pleasure.
And we'll see you soon.
All right, you take care.
Okay. Love you. Bye.